What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to volume 10 chapters 1 and 2 of Festival's Eve. Looking forward to this one. Can't remember exactly what Festival Eve encompasses. I have a feeling of course that we'll probably be seeing Griffith and probably a few kind of gross and disgusting shots of him, I do imagine. So looking forward to some of the artwork, especially in today's episode and in these couple chapters. I'm not really sure what this kind of cover depicts, to be honest. Obviously it's a kind of fairy butterfly type deal. I know it's not Puck, I'm pretty sure, because I don't think Puck's wings are like that, but maybe it's a kind of race of little elf thing. Again, I'm really not sure. Hopefully we'll find out in these chapters, but let me know what you guys think about these ones down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. The last couple chapters are absolutely awesome. Seeing the band back together, of course, excluding Griffith, but we left off with Charlotte saying that she wants to be held as kind of hostage, so that should lead to some interesting events as well. But let's get right into it, guys. Hopefully not as much nudity this time around. Again, I think we're in for more kind of disgusting artwork and such than what we've seen as of late. It's just a bit of a hassle to put the censor in there. But okay, let's go. Would you be willing to take me along with you, Your Highness? You've probably noticed that my face cam's probably a little bit bigger as well. I apologise about that. I went through all my settings yesterday because every so often my videos just start lagging out of nowhere. I'm not sure why it is. Maybe it's the internet. Maybe it's just because the internet was popular at the times. But both Saturday and yesterday, both episodes of the anime that I was watching just lagged, and it's really annoying. So I tried to kind of sort things out a little bit. Ended up not really changing anything except for the frame rate. But I did test out some stuff, and it kind of mucked up all my settings, so I had to redo everything. If you guys do notice anything, please tell me. But hopefully it should be a bit better. If anything, I've lowered the frame rate from 30 FPS to 20. So hopefully it shouldn't be noticeably worse. And should be hopefully a little cleaner, if anything. Your Highness. You mustn't, Your Highness. Anna. If you did that, the whole castle... No, all of Midland would be turned on its head in panic. Do you realise what heartbreak it would cause for His Majesty the King? Stop it! Who gives a fuck about the King at this point? Yeah, exactly. That's all I see. Now I think about the King. Again, before I read this, it was very different when I thought about the King. Didn't really think too much of the King. Just saw him as a reasonably nice old fella, but... especially for a king. Saw him as a reasonably nice old fella for someone in such a high position, but now that's all I think about, that shot right there. I care not. I don't even acknowledge that man as my father. Yes, Charlotte, yes. Your Highness, what a thing to... Never you mind. Please, Miss Casca. I have almost never been away from this castle. I understand nothing of things from the outside. I can't ride a horse well, and I can't use a sword. I might just be a burden, but if I can be with Lord Griffith, I would endure being a hostage or anything. You know what, this really takes a kind of grown up and really mature stance from Casca right here to say yes and kind of have her come along. The woman that's kind of taken away but before anyway, her dream. Kind of a wish. Again, I think that's kind of changed over time with the introduction of guts and such, but I haven't heard this song in ages. But yeah, it really takes a mature woman right here, I think. Jealousy is a tough thing. Oh, she literally says she's against it. maybe that's that maturity coming through and actually wanting her to be safe, if you know what I'm saying. Because this is going to be a dangerous mission as well. I'm against this. Casca. I swear every time I bring up a point like that, it always gets kind of rebuked. As a hostage, Your Highness will very well be optimum. However, yeah, sorry, I just got a little confused. As a hostage, your highness may very well be optimum. However, with the Band of the Hawk in its present weakened state, you would probably be a double-edged sword that could conceivably destroy us. Why? Once we rescue our leader Griffith and make our escape, even if he was once a military commander to Midland, it will not change the fact that a criminal is on the loose. Even if we are pursued, Midland could hope to gain no more of a benefit than the capture of one criminal. Although if we take your highness with us, it becomes an issue of a national scale. The king will likely try to get you back by any means necessary. Even if we can get across the kingdom's border and escape, chances are a proclamation will reach other nations and their pursuit will never slacken. Yeah, she does bring up a good point here, to be fair. It makes it much worse of a crime. But still, and above all, once word gets around that we've taken a woman hostage, good point. From then on, Sir Griffith would have to bear a disgrace that could never be erased. Wow. Wow. Funny you say that. Funny you say that, Casca. If that happens, Griffith's path to success would be closed off. He may never be able to go out into the world again. Don't even care about that, do you? Sorry, don't you even care about that? I just wanted to be with him. Highness. Why are we talking so much now? Griffith is so close too. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that, Kurtz. I do think it's a pity. But if your thoughts lie chiefly with Sir Griffith, please listen to reason. No. No, 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 no! Never! Oh, this is a little child's tantrum right here, isn't it? Never! Piss off, Charlotte. If I say I'm gonna go, if I say it, then I'm going with Lord Griffith. This is not the Charlotte. This is the daughter of a king speaking right here, isn't it? This is someone that's grown up as royalty. Look at the face of her. Bloody hell, that was like caucus on a Monday morning. And everyone's shutting her up. I mean, I can understand her frustration in a way, because again, Griffith did very much kind of abuse her to make her head over heels for him, if you know what I'm saying. So the fact that she's doing this right now is Griffith's fault. That's one hell of a princess. Idas. What now? If we let go, she'll scream again. Tying her up would be quickest. You can take your hands away. MBE? Yeah, MBE. Not sure how to say that. Mb. I understand. Let's go together. Really? However, in the event that Sir Griffith tells you it's futile, then you must please give up. But okay, fine. I'll just convince him if I have to. Highness, what about me then? We're wasting time on this crap. Come on, the sun will come up, let's go. Hey. I'm a horrible woman. What? So yeah, on that point I was talking about before about Casca, when I said that she would probably let her come along and she'd be a mature person. I think that is kind of what she didn't want to kind of spoil Casca, Charlotte's kind of feelings and dream like that. Say no and say all that stuff to kind of go against it, but it was the logistic and kind of material facts of the situation, what Casca said right there. If anything, I think that's the stance men usually have, especially in this time. What do you call it? Yeah, especially during this time of the world, they're much more likely to be the ones that kind of go against stuff. And obviously, Casca's now in that position, especially as a leader as well. Yeah, must feel bad because women, I think they do show their feelings much more than men. Not sure, I don't know if I'd say they have more feelings than men. I think in a way yes, but in a way no as well. But yeah, as a woman to woman, that must have been quite difficult right there, because that could have been her talking to herself, if you know what I'm saying. That could have been Charlotte speaking to Casca about kind of her situation being futile with Griffith as well. Why? What you said sounded right enough. Yeah, but that's true and all, but somewhere in my heart, hearing the princess talk about Griffith like that, sorry, Guts. Damn it. Making a big deal over something stupid. Weren't you the one who said not to mix personal feelings into this? Griffith's in front of our faces. Focus. I'm sorry, I apologise. I didn't mean for... What have I done? Like I said, now's not the time to be talking about that stuff. It's like Guts might be a little jealous as well, perhaps. Or just pissed off at listening to that. Sorry. Let's hurry. I think he might get more and more annoyed the more she brings up Griffith. I mean, not the fact of bringing them up, but her bringing up her feelings and those emotions for Griffith. I think that might be what's getting to Guts a little bit, perhaps. Because it is a bit of an awkward moment whenever she does bring it up. For me, anyway. I'd feel awkward. Having slept with Casca and having kind of feelings towards each other, her bringing Griffith up, especially as we're now about to rescue him and bring him back, would be a little awkward, I think. That's right. I can't stand it when you brood over Griffith that way. I finally got it right. Again, usually when I talk like that about upcoming stuff, I usually just get fucking face-bombed. But the thing I can't stand most is that I feel like I'm just gonna accept it. What else can you do? The one who still hasn't unbound himself from Griffith is me. Jadal, on it. Please look the other way, Your Highness. Hey, let's go Jadal. Throwing knives. Double as well. That takes skill, that does, to be as proficient with your left as with your right. I'm terrible with my left hand, especially throwing stuff. I've never been great at throwing stuff in general, but throwing stuff with my weak hand is just a bit of a joke. I'm pretty good with my left foot in football, to be honest. I practice quite a lot, so quite good with both feet in football, but throwing stuff, no. The keys have been got. God, look at Pippin's fat ass there. Jesus Christ. Look at that. Bloody hell. Meanwhile, oh, is this Rickert? Yes, we're going to catch up with Rickert. Is this where we see that fucking giant monster? Is that it over there? Probably not, right? I don't know what that is. Little black smudge. Hang in there. Griffith will be back soon. If you die now, you'll have to haunt him. You said it. Think I'd die without having a chance to see the boss's face? Not even if you put 1,000 more stitches in me. Rickert, we're out of water. Head down to the lake and draw some more. Right. And this is where little Rickert is just gone in the anime, isn't it? He just goes. You just never see the guy. It's pretty weird, isn't it? How they do this in the anime. I guess it makes sense if you want to kind of cut corners, but Once Griffith comes back, yeah, the Hawks will be back in business. That little smile from Rickert, man, so cute. Everyone's so cheerful. It's only natural. A little longer, and Griffith will come back. We took a huge detour, but as long as we've got Griffith again. This is why I hated just leaving him out in the woods. So cute, man. Oh, so this is what that is. Little fairy thing. I do remember this. I think. But yeah, it's so cute. How can you leave a little kid like this, like 10 years old, on his own in the woods like this? And just leave this fate ambiguous. I mean, I know this series is not afraid of killing kids, but little Rickert. Also, guys, please let me know if it is harder to see the visual. I have checked it out, obviously, and tested it a little bit by myself, and it looked alright. But yeah, please let me know if any of the view is obstructed as well. I think it should be alright. But maybe in like kind of wide shots like this, it's a little bit harder to see, perhaps. An elf? So it was an elf, I called it. I don't really know too many distinctions. There's loads of little kind of words, like for dragons, for example, there's like 50 different words to describe different types of dragons. I'm not really sure about kind of mythical terminology like that, with stuff like this, like elves, fairies. They go soaring through the sky right here. An elf! Pretty cool looking, isn't it? I do like the way it's kind of structured with the wings. Got the moon up there as well. Bit of pat wings. Wow, it's going ham. No mistake. That was... I saw it. Drop the water. Enemy raid? At a time like this? A little more. A little more and Griffith would have been back. How could it end at a time like this? Guys? Oh shit. What even is happening here? Is that fire? It's just pure darkness. Bloody hell. Man, I love the fucking Higurashi soundtrack. It's so good. Yeah, it looks like little Rickert's just returned to darkness. Oh, Mr. Skull Knight. First feet shot we get of Skull Knight for you feet fetish guys. I did always kind of wonder about them. Well, not really, but it's interesting, I guess. Full body shot of the guy. Really cool fucking hilt on that sword, isn't it? Jesus, like the thorns that go around the rose. Again, I love the style of Skull Knight. One of my favourite designs. Again, it's so simple, but I'll just get something up real quick. This was always one of my favourite Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it looks quite similar, slightly different in ways, but this was always one of my favourite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I guess that makes sense why I like Skull Knight so much in Berserk as well. I think this is very much based off of this Berserk Skull Knight. Of course, they both got the same name. But this design, again, is so simple, but so fucking effective, in my opinion. I feel like the best things are with horror, and in my opinion, the best things are the simple things. Sometimes the unseen, sometimes just the pure essence of kind of death, like a skeleton, for example. Again, skellies, like in Army of Darkness, for example, they're not all that scary, but sometimes they can be when done right. There are examples in Army of Darkness where they are scary, so again, I just think this design is so good. Festival's Eve, Chapter 2. So can we expect to see Skull Knight again so early? Probably not, right? Sometimes they are a little misleading with these cover images, aren't they? Sometimes. Yeah, I think that is fire, isn't it? Amidst the darkness. What's crazy is that there's fire right there, but there's no light. It's just a fire encapsulated in darkness, which is almost an impossible thing. Although, if you've ever seen I'm not sure what it's called, but like a pitch black kind of paint, like a proper pitch black paint with no reflectiveness at all, and you light a fire in there. I think I saw a YouTube video on it. It looks pretty similar to this. There's just no reflection on the walls or anything, so there's no actual light for anything to bounce off and to create a light source. There might be something kind of similar to this. Obviously, it's not paint, but similar situation. What? Guys? Where? Did they all realise there was a raid and run away? Even so, I don't see any enemies. Something's weird. Da 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 da. Run! I said that so weird. Kim? Run. Rick. Kit. Oh my god. Is that not the slug? Is that not the slug guy that we see earlier on in the series? Is that not the mother slugger, as I referred to him? It looks like the mother slugger. Creepy ass face to see in the darkness there. It is. It's the mother slugger. Wow. We're really seeing this guy again. Fucking hell. Ah, I don't remember it. Was it the Mother Slugger in the movie as well? I feel like it was the one we saw earlier, the one that we saw in the first chapter of the whole series. Interesting. Maybe I'm wrong there. The Mother Slugger. Yeah, there he is in all his glory. Fucking hell. Jesus. We saw some beautiful artwork of this slug as well, didn't we? Oh god. Look at that face. That Rickert can't even move, man. Who would be able to? And well, to be fair, I would. I'd be sprinting straight away. Though I say that again, you can say a lot about horror stuff. You would do this, you would do that. Fact is, you're not there. But even if you were, sometimes what you say you would do is maybe not what you would actually do. Thing is, I've seen a lot of fucked up shit, but I've never actually seen. Well, to be fair, I've seen a little bit of fucked up shit, but I've never actually seen fucked up shit like this. I have unfortunately seen a couple of dead bodies in my life. But again, only to that extent, never a fucking giant slug monster or anything. One of them was pretty early on as well. Although I wasn't ever kind of massively terrified by it or anything. Sometimes you would expect a kid to be like haunted by seeing something like that, but Again, I think being a kind of horror movie kind of fanatic at quite a young age, I think that kind of prepared me for that, to be honest. Maybe that was lucky. Dot dot dot. Oh. Oh. Can't be. That thing can't exist. What is this? Fucking hell, what is this? Listen. These more? A little cockroach spider type thing. Not sure what this is outlining, but it looks like a kind of crab spider thing on the right here. Kind of grasshopper looking thing here. Looks like a load of insects. What the hell? Look at Rickert's face, man. Yeah, it looks like a beetle. That's a beetle one. Yeah, they're all a load of insects. Oh my god. Ah! I swear it wasn't this bad in the anime, or in the movie. Sorry. I swear there was like a few. I'm not sure there was this many. Oh, they're not all demons. There's a lot of actual kind of just dead people in here. Fucking hell. Yeah, there's a pig-looking beetle, spider. I quite like spiders, to be honest. Again, they do a good job for. They could do a good job. That's what I'll say about spiders. That wasn't a that I don't think that coming off. Yeah, that wasn't a grasshopper. That was a what's it called? I forget what they're called. I think this is a little cockroach. This one, honestly, is not very scary at all, is it? I feel like you could just beat this one hand to hand, probably. I mean, it's not even the size of a human. Although cockroaches and especially fleas do have massive strength, 100 times their body strength, so 100 times their kind of body. So perhaps it would be a bit scarier than I making it out. A praying mantis, that's the one. I used to love praying mantises. I thought, I still do like their kind of design of a praying mantis. They are cool looking creatures, aren't they? Yeah, look at all these people, man. Half of them kind of half eaten. Their back. This guy's whole body's eaten, and except for his legs and arms. But look at their faces. Faces of pure terror. God damn. Yeah, I kind of think, as I was talking about before, I kind of think watching loads of horror movies and stuff probably took a little bit of the realism away from seeing those horrible things in person. Kind of maybe kind of fantasized it a bit, not in the terms of kind of wanting to enjoy it, if you know what I'm saying, but in terms of making it not seem like it was a real event, even though it was. It was just a part of another horror movie I watched. Yeah, it looks like that was a kind of demon. The in real life censor. Looks like it's a kind of demon elf. Again, I like the design of it. My body won't move. Here comes Mother Slugger. Guys! Does Skull Knight come in? Maybe he does. I don't remember all that well. Yeah, I think he does actually, doesn't he? Yeah. Skull Knight comes to the movie as well, I think. But why would he? Why would he come here just to save little Rickert? Maybe it's not just to save little Rickert. Maybe he just came here to put an end to these guys anyway. We obviously know he didn't actually finish off Mother Slugger though, so yeah, who knows? I think this did happen in the movie, didn't it? Because we do see Skull Knight with Rickert outside of the eclipse, so Yeah, here he is, Skull Knight, coming in clutch again. Maybe he knows Rickert's a little good boy. Just wants to do something nice. Badass fucking horse design as usual. Again, I just love the designs for Skull Knight. His horse with that little skull mask on. So everything about the guy is just fucking cool as hell, isn't it? A little bat right out of hell. What are you smiling about? He's got chins like me. My chin is really fat. Not sure why. I feel like all my fat just goes to my chin. Or the part under my chin. Call that. This guy really is ugly as fuck, isn't he? Looks like a donkey mixed with a praying mantis. Withdraw! How can you say no to that? Let's fucking go, Skull Knight. Put your boobs away. Come on, man. You shouldn't have time to amuse yourself with slaughter in a place like this. Haste is needed, is it not? Amusing yourself with slaughter. Is that what they're doing here then, hey? They're just having a little bit of fun. I feel like I've never seen anyone do that in real life. Maybe in America that's more of a thing, or in Japan. Go on, just throw your fucking sword at that bitch, Skull Knight. Knock her out the air. That looks like she's just literally just flown away. Smart, to be honest, because I don't think she stands a chance. Again, I don't really know the extent of Skull Knight's abilities, but I think they're at least kind of on par with Zod. I think from the fight that they had in the movie, and the little bits of backstory you got about Skull Knight as well during the movie. He sounded like a badass motherfucker as an actual human, so I feel like I'd be even more powerful now. And yeah, it looks like they're all pissing off. That is the intimidation of Skull Knight right there. Like I said, how can you say no to this guy when he tells you to piss off? You can't. If I had this design of this guy staring me in the face, I'd be shitting myself as well. Well, I'd be in awe and then I'd be shitting myself. Oh. Oh. Ah. Ah. Don't be scared, little Rickert. This man just saved you. Oh. What the hell? What is going on? Yeah, I think you would be questioning a lot right now, wouldn't you? As a kid like this, after going through all this kind of realistic battle and war, and just almost being a man as a kid, and then having this sprung upon you as a kid who's being a man, you're going back to a kid who's now just like, what in the actual fuck? And he just leaves. Unfortunately, that pile of bodies is there, but thank you, Skull Knight, for saving little Rickert. Got to feel bad for the kid though, haven't you? Bloody hell. So we don't see Griffith today. Bit of a shame, honestly, but I'm not too mad about it. Not too mad about it. As we get some Skull Knight in place. No way. They are in such good cheer till just now. They were so happy Griffith was coming back. How did this can't be happening? Quite interesting, isn't it? They were in such good cheer. Maybe that is why this happened. The return of Griffith kind of incidentally caused this. Not like it really had any kind of anything to do here, but maybe it did in a kind of spiritual kind of way, in a kind of demonic kind of calling type of way. Like the time of the eclipse is near, the demons are kind of coming, Griffith is coming, and bad stuff starts happening. Like when it gets close to the witching hour on Halloween, for example, bad stuff starts happening. I feel like that might be kind of why this happened, perhaps a kind of precursor as to what the rest of the fate is for the Band of the Hawk, perhaps. Jesus, my dude. Those dudes riding on branches. As he looks back to little Rickert, it looks like. And sets himself off. Go on, Skull Knight. What a job you done today, my dude. And that is the end of the chapter. Thing is, like that comment there just said, Skull Knight, underrated OP character. Probably is a little OP, because he shows up whenever the hell he's needed. He's a bit of a miracle like that, isn't he? Bit of a maybe you could say a bit of a plot device like that. He just turns up whenever the story needs him, but I wouldn't say he's underrated personally. For myself, he's underrated because I absolutely love everything about him. But I feel like in general, he's not underrated because he's not all that, if you know what I'm saying. Like, as I said, you could interpret it as he is just this kind of plot device. For some people, he might just be a kind of another skelly looking person. For me, he's much more than that, but I think for like the average person, perhaps he probably is quite the average character. But for me, again, I just think the motherfucker's cool as hell. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm glad we got to see him again so quickly as well. I think we'll be seeing him in not too long after the eclipse as well, so that's going to be awesome. But yeah, really a really good couple chapters here. Like I said, I was expecting to see Griffith today, but like I said at the start, I couldn't exactly remember what festival he kind of covered. Had a really nice conversation here again. I say nice, a really intriguing conversation here between Casca and Charlotte. Again, got a feel for Casca during this conversation, but well done to her, to be honest, actually putting all the facts and logistics out there, and then actually thinking about Charlotte and her own feelings as well. Got us getting a little bit pissed off about Casca talking about Griffith and her feelings for him so much, which again definitely understandable in my opinion. And obviously all this stuff with little Rickert. Again, I'm just glad to see little Rickert alive again. He's such a bright kind of spark. He's not a major character. He's not the biggest part. He's not the best part about this series at all. But just having this kind of brightness in a kid is such a bright light with all this darkness surrounding the series, isn't it? You want to root for people like this. You want to root for the wholesome little boy that's acting like a man, that's doing a man's job in the face of all this. Yeah, some brilliant artwork today as well, man. Some brilliant artwork, and again, seeing Skull Knight's always a win for me, so yeah, absolutely love that. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode about these chapters down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. I will be back on Tuesday, I think, with chapters. We'll have a little look quickly. I did just see them with chapters 1,000-Year Fiefdom and Reunion in the Abyss, I think. Again, it's a little bit interesting now. I'm going to cover this, isn't it? Because I want to do Baki Raka, whatever that is. I want to kind of do these together, but there's one lone chapter afterwards. So maybe I do just do it as 1,000-Year Fiefdom and Reunion in the Abyss. Which, yeah, probably going to do these two next episode. And then I might just do a way through and Baki Raka chapter 1 as a might just do 2 chapters for each upcoming episode. I think that'd be easiest. Again, it's really hard to format it. If I do these 3, I'm gonna have to do these 3 as well. So yeah, I think I'll just do 2 a piece. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Again, hopefully you can join me next time, and have a good rest of your day, guys.